Wardlow had his first major title defense. Konosuke Takeshita tore it up in the ring tonight. And we had what was an insane upset in the tag division. I am GT Schwa. We are going over all of the big highlights from the July 13th episode of AEW Dynamite. Let's get right into it. This show opened with what I was really hoping it would open with. Wardlow in his first title defense against Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, of course, coming off of his big match with Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door. Wardlow just coming off of his win against Scorpio Sky, winning the TNT title. Two huge names in the company. I was so excited for this match. And let me tell you right now, it exceeded expectations significantly. This match was all about character work. The great thing about AEW right now is that you have so many big stars that are so well defined that have just yet to interact with each other yet. I don't think Orange Cassidy and Wardlow have shared a ring up until this point, so their interactions all felt fresh and exciting. Orange Cassidy puts his hands in his pockets, so Wardlow just rips the pockets out. So then Orange Cassidy takes Wardlow's strap bits and puts them back up on his arms and mocks him back. The best friends say at the beginning of the match that they're gonna cheat because they need to beat Wardlow. But they're good guys, so they're terrible at cheating. So they get caught, and I believe it's Chuck Taylor tries pulling out a chainsaw, and they get kicked out, and Wardlow catches Danhausen before he can get involved. And the entire opening of this match was a story of Orange Cassidy being too clever to get hit, but not being strong enough to do any damage to Wardlow, which is so exciting. You had so many bits where Orange Cassidy would dodge a move, dodge a move, dodge a move, finally get a hit in, but it does nothing. Unstoppable force, immovable object type stuff here. And as it ratcheted up, as it got more exciting, more into the match, and Orange Cassidy finally started getting some major offense in, but each time it seems like he couldn't get the final blow in, I was just sitting there and thinking to myself, this is what I want from the TNT division. Or not division, but from the title scene. These fun, competitive matches where each match feels like its own exciting story. With the TNT title, I don't need long storylines. I want individual matches that are in and of themselves great little stories. And that's what this match was, an exciting story of Orange Cassidy going up against Wardlow. OC nearly getting enough offense to get the win, but then getting battered back down before he could get the pin. Wardlow did ultimately get the win, which I think we were all kind of expecting. You know, it's his first defense, and with all the criticism of the TNT title being hot potatoed, there was no way that they were just gonna drop it to OC on this first match. But that's fine, because Orange Cassidy looked like a star, Wardlow looked like a star, and I was just sitting here thinking, what an amazing way to open this show. I am so excited for the rest of Wardlow's run as the champ. This is as good a start as I could hope for. I almost forgot as well, this wasn't a normal episode of Dynamite. This was night one of Fyter Fest. And let me tell you right now, they put a lot of work in for this one. There was a lot of great stuff on this show. We can't get into all of it. But jumping to the next major point I wanted to talk about here, Konosuke Takeshita. What an incredible man. What an incredible talent. The dude, I've seen so many people talking about him online right now, and I completely get why. He had a match with Hangman, which was incredible. He had a match against Kingston, which was incredible. His showing in the Royal Rampage, while it was short, was very exciting, and it was clear that crowd understood immediately, this guy is the next big thing. Now, as far as I understand, he is not actually all elite. He is on loan from DDT. If I was Tony Khan, I'd be breaking out the checkbook. I'd be trying to make some deals, because this man is incredible. His match with Jon Moxley here was insanely athletic. They were going toe to toe. He was standing his own. He did so well that there was a part of me, I reasonably believed that he might be getting an entrance into the Blackpool Combat Club after this. You know, I'm not going to say for certain that's what's going to happen. You know, it seemed they just added Claudio. I doubt they're going to be adding someone in every other week. But He is so consistently amazing in the ring, and he was toe-to-toe with Moxley all night long. They were ramming back and forth, chops back and forth. Moxley was hitting him with ridiculous amounts of offense that he was kicking out of or finding a way to escape from. I just wanted to take a moment in this video to just talk about Takeshita and gush about him for a minute, because he is absolutely fantastic. If he doesn't stay with AEW, I do hope that he eventually comes back and signs with the company long term. I'm glad that they're putting a spotlight on him right now, because right now they are striking while the iron is hot. Everyone is talking about Takeshita. They're putting him in big matches, making him a big star, and I love to see that. Fingers crossed about him joining the Blackpool Combat Club, because that would just make total sense to me. But let's not beat around the bush any longer. Let's talk about the reason why you clicked on this video. The final match of the night was a three-way tag match between the Young Bucks, who were the champions, Swerve in Our Glory, and Team Taz, Hobbs and Starks. Let me tell you right now, if a single one of you tries to tell me that you saw this coming, that you had predicted this going down, I'm not gonna believe you. Because nobody on earth thought the Bucks were dropping the belts tonight. Mainly because this was very similar to a three-way match we had at Double or Nothing with Team Taz, with Swerve in Our Glory, but with Jurassic Express as the champs. And everyone that I saw online was certain that Jurassic Express was dropping those belts. And I don't think anyone was certain on who they were dropping them to, but it seemed like everyone online was certain that, they're probably dropping the belts tonight. And they didn't. They ended up holding on to them for a little while longer. So we were going into it now, but instead of having the champs be someone who everyone believed could drop it, nobody thought the Bucks were dropping these belts. The Bucks just got them. I think they've only had 1 or 2 title defenses since getting them. So everyone was going in, at least I was, I can tell you for certain I was. I went into this match thinking, all right, well, it'll be a fun match. It'll be a good time. Everyone will get in some nice offense. It will further the dissension in Swerve in Our Glory. And then the Bucks will get a nice big win for them. It's still early on in their title run. But no, not the case whatsoever. This match was amazing, and everyone knew this match was going to be amazing. That's hardly shocking. I'm not going to go over every single spot of the night, but there was a lot of good stuff here if you did not see it. Hobbs hitting spinebuster after spinebuster, dropping every single person on top of Keith Lee until there was just nobody left. Keith Lee and Swerve both doing huge jumps on the outside of the ring, just bowling these people. There were so many great parts of this match, and it was a match as well where again and again it looked like someone was about to get the win, and then the match was able to hit another gear, get even further, more exciting. There was a point about 3/4 into the match where it looked like Swerve and Keith were going to get the win. They hit their tag finisher. It looked like they were going to get the pin, but they ended up not getting it. It was kicked out. And at that point specifically, I thought to myself, well, that's probably it for Swerve in Our Glory. You know, they got their moment of big offense where it looked like they could get a win, still make them look legitimate. Now we're going to get a moment like that for Taz, or a Team Taz, I should say. And then ultimately the Young Bucks are going to get the win. And that did kind of happen, but instead of the Bucks getting the win, the match just kept going. And then everyone got murdered on the outside of the ring, and then Swerve got the pin after a big stomp. Swerve in Our Glory are our new AEW Tag Champions. I could not be happier. If you've seen any video on this prior, or hell, if you've just been online and seen discussions about the tag division, who should be the tag champs right now, I'm not going to say everyone's saying these should be the tag champs, but everyone I have seen has said that this is an idea that they are behind. I love this so much. I love both of these men as wrestlers individually. Put them together, I'm just so happy with the outcome of this. I'm at a point here where I feel how I'm sure people that started AEW felt about Hangman and Kenny Omega, where I love both of them as individual wrestlers. I love them as the tag champs. That is just so much fun. There's so much you could do with them. They have so much charisma. And I am so invested in the long-term story we are telling of their inevitable dissension and breakup. I am really hopeful that they are in it for the long haul at this point. I don't want this to happen just in a month from now. I would be down for us building this up at a bare minimum until All Out. But I hope even further, I would be down for Keith Lee versus Swerve at Full Gear. Or even further beyond, give these guys a chance to just tear through the tag division. I am all about it. What do you think, though? Did you enjoy tonight's show? There were so many other things I didn't have time to get to. I wanted to give focus to all of these big moments instead of just running over every little thing. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer me just hitting the big moments of the night, or would you like a more in-depth look at every single thing that happened for the show? Let me know in the comments down below, and do please subscribe. I am GT Schwa. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next one.